Jack Dorsey has announced plans to move to Africa for up to 6 months next year. Analysts have doubts about who will run the companies in his absence, while some Square analysts are bullish on the payments opportunity. They want to know who will mind the store while Disney is abroad. So, a corporate governance expert in our field from Yale, Jeff Sonnenfeld, this is what he had to say. A 6 month leave would be reckless on the CEO's part, and allowing it would be irresponsible and negligent on the part of the board. So I don't know about this one, Matt. Because
So
first
shout
of
out
all,
to
I mean,
Jeff.
yeah. But
Um,
can I just say something before you get into it? If he was, and maybe this is like my ninth grade
you went to
version
ninth
of,
grade?
yeah, maybe this is the ninth grader in me like reacting to this. But if he was going to London, would people be so damn freaked out? Like, what's the?
Well, yeah. So I
I'm serious.
do. I do think that. So I'm with you where I have like a mixed feeling about it. Like they have internet in Africa. There are CEOs in Africa. It's like you can maintain and operate a company from Africa now. Like it's that. But
Yeah, Hearts of Darkness was written at least more than 2 years ago,
but you do have to,
in a
like,
reference no one
part
will
of the, I
understand.
think the question, underlying question is, what is the role and responsibility of the CEO vis-a-vis where
Yeah.
they are with, next to their employees, or are they allowed to just be remote employees? Like, it's one thing when your junior accountant moves to Africa and logs in by VPN.
Sure, sure.
It's another thing
Yeah.
when it's like the head of the company. And what is the role, to Sonnenfeld's point, of the board, which is why we're talking about this right now? What is the board supposed to do when the CEO spontaneously says, P.S., going to Africa for 6 months, I'll be back later, dudes? Like, what is the
Okay, but
board supposed to do?
I I looked at all these announcements. I mean, I don't think there's a formal announcement, but he didn't actually say he wouldn't be working. Is that
This
implied
is part
there?
of the confusion. Like I had to
Yeah.
read the announcement 3 times because I thought he meant he was moving Twitter to Africa, and I was like,
Right.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Africa, Africa incorporated Twitter might be kind of cool. But it does just seem like I can't tell if it's sabbatical. It doesn't seem to be like the official statement from Twitter was no more. We have no further comment other than Jack's tweet, which was how it was announced in a
Uh-huh.
tweet, like
Yeah.
moving to
Well,
Africa for 6 months.
as an aside, he is the one individual who I will allow to make announcements on Twitter.
He is a billionaire. He could literally have bought a house in Africa anywhere, moved, like actually gone there, not told anyone, and just worked there for 6 months, and no one
Yeah,
would
it's
have
true.
cared, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
making an
It's true.
announcement makes it seem like, is this an official thing where the CEO is absent for 6 months out of 2020, especially given the fact that Twitter's having like operational problems? And as an investor, do you say, "Oh, well, I don't like this. Vote that dude out." What the board?
Yeah, and which I've just told you that they have the power to vote him out,
They
right?
have the power. And we're going to talk about
I
the
mean,
power soon.
this is not a Zaki situation.
It's not full of Zuck.
Um,
Anyway, well, this will probably
here,
unfold.
yeah, and here's why I love this story, because we don't talk enough about non-South Africa. I mean, so I love this part of the story, right?
It's
Uh,
simultaneously
uh,
negligent and inspiring.